G'day guys, I'm here with my mate and client Aaron in Black Butt Reserve, nice spot to talk about a pretty serious and relevant issue that's around today's society. So I'm just going to pass it over to Aaron now to give us a brief overview of what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, hi. My name's Aaron, and I'm 31. I'm a firefighter, and I'm originally from Newcastle. I'm out here in rehabilitation
You've got
for depression. Yeah,
depression.
I was diagnosed with depression late last year, and I've been off work for 3 months, 4 months, and work's been supportive in
this period of time,
yeah, definitely.
offering you some rehab here and there with psychology
Absolutely.
and whatnot. Important to have that backbone, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Just so we can get a good, we're talking about depression, a very serious issue, is what would you say some signs and symptoms that you experienced were?
Low motivation.
Yeah.
Lack of interest for things that I used to enjoy. Just couldn't be bothered. Just doing my day-to-day tasks. Just couldn't be bothered doing anything, and just wanted to sleep a lot more than what I should be wanting to be doing.
Did you find that it was hard to break that sleeping pattern? Like that's all you wanted to do?
Yeah, I was emotionally distraught as well, and just crying in the shower and crying everywhere. Like I'd be distraught, and
Hard to understand why that was happening, would you say?
well, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was depressed, and I didn't know that I was feeling lower than what I was. I thought it was just a normal thing, and
That you would snap out of it, kind of
yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of like you didn't want to be seen as weak, and I didn't feel that it needed. I didn't think it would be that serious, but it was a lot serious than I thought it was.
It would be. What would it take for you to bring it up to ask someone for help or speak to someone about it? What brought you to that stage?
I could have said, like, I should have asked people or tell people that I was depressed, but I think my pride got in the way, and I think that I didn't really know what was really happening until I was actually in it, and I just didn't know. I didn't feel happy.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the things that I normally enjoy.
Yeah. So that stage, how much time had passed till you realised, there's actually something I should do about this? Or how many months did you say? A few months, or to seek help,
To seek help.
Yeah.
I rang up my parents, and I was emotional about saying that I needed them to come up to where I was, and they came up, and it was a 10-hour drive for them, and
Yeah.
They were happy to do that, and then
Of course, yeah.
and at the time my parents didn't really know what was really happening, and I didn't really know what was happening, and at moments I'd be happy, and the next moment I'd be sad, and the next moment I'd be up and down, and I just couldn't handle it. I became more frustrated and
Yeah.
angry, even at myself, that I couldn't even control.
Just swinging from a few different states, like going from happy to sad to everything in between.
Yeah.
So just on that, just to let everyone know, what's it like? What was it like to wake up every day? How does that feel?
Oh, I was frustrated.
Yeah.
I thought people were testing me. I thought I was being tested. I thought I was in a game show, thinking that people were doing certain stuff to me, and it wasn't until later on realizing that I was magnifying all those things and magnifying a lot of things that weren't really there, and that was due to my depression.
Yeah.
And that's just because of the chemicals in my head and my brain, and
Imbalances and
definitely.
so things that you just can't fight yourself, where you need help like that.
Yeah.
That's what. Something interesting you mentioned before was when you're in that state of, would you say, despair and loss, where you're not sure what's happening. There's no structure.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about how when you trying to find structure and routine, that help ground you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got to work with doing your day-to-day stuff. I've had 4 months off work, and I've still had to do a routine about what I have to wake up and what I should be eating and what I should be doing, and I have to keep motivated and I have to do certain things because otherwise I'll start getting lost in. Um,
Would you say I think you mentioned like boredom is a big
I am bored
result.
quite a lot,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it comes with time, and time recovers the wounds that you have.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's when we're talking about in your rehab stage. What avenues have you taken, or what's been implemented for you in terms of therapy?
Certainly on medication. I am on medication, and I see my psychologists and psychiatrists, and they help me and guide through the difficult things that I have to deal with through life.
And talking about their therapy, the therapy that they provide, usefulness or the.
Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, I kind of haven't learned a lot. I've learned a lot actually. The fight and flight responses. You know, you either fight something or you don't fight something, and you flight, which you sort of back away from, or you freeze, or you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And I was sort of in the flight and fight mode, and I just wanted to just push on and really just try to work on myself and trying to get better. And
when in reality you should have been more probably taking a step back and resting and trying to recover that, you know.
Yeah, it was overwhelming for me, and I couldn't absorb and understand all the things that were happening in my external
because we were going 100 miles an hour
environment.
With the psychology, so we've got psychology, we've got medication as well, which helps with the overall symptoms, you know, and stuff like that. We've got the chemicals that we have with exercise, endorphins, the natural chemicals. How do you feel exercise has assisted you with dealing with depression, or assisting manage depression?
It's made me a lot more happier. It's filled with chemicals.
Yeah.
It's good for your brain and it's good for your body, and
there's a cheap way to get those.
Get those endorphins running around your body, and I've always been into fitness. Always liked fitness, and always want to try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Definitely. And I don't want to lose that and become less.
Do you feel like that would be like a spiral? You know, you get lost and then.
Yeah, because it'll definitely play on my confidence. My confidence comes from looking good and feeling good.
Feeling just good for exactly.
Definitely, right. And fitness does that.
So, you just say like exercise. Would you say exercise is a great platform for, you know, finding structure, finding routine, and then from there you can exercise, add that into your daily routine, and the benefits from exercise? You're saying endorphins, the feel-good chemicals, they make you feel good, they give you confidence.
Well, when I was at my worst, my dad and I set up a gym with weights and limited weights, and we used to do a little bit of weights and just some routines, and it was good. But I could only do 10 to 15 minutes because that's all my body would allow me to do. I'd be too exhausted. But I had...
Is that sorry, is that the medication you were saying plays on the fatigue? Were you saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
So important to keep that in mind. So just carrying on, we found our exercise, our psychology. Are there any other avenues that you've taken to almost beat yourself out of, or manage your way out of depression?
I just look at my values as a person, as a brother, as a son, as a whatever.
As a friend, yeah.
As a friend, and I look at all those things where I might be falling short, and hopefully, if I'm falling short and I recognise it, then I'll be able to correct it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I could probably do, and to know that I am only human, and I do make mistakes like everybody else.
Yeah.
And I just got to give myself some credit.
Exactly. Yeah. So not being so hard on yourself.
Yes, and the way I start talking to myself, my inner voice, and definitely.
Yeah, I think that's quite important. Another thing that you have mentioned is your work, and I've known you for a little while now, and take a lot of pride in your work. You see it as like a end goal to your therapy to get back into the workforce, and
Yeah, definitely.
so would you say having that like a goal, that long term thing to work towards, has been a significant factor for you to?
Well, I don't think you don't have to be a victim with depression, and I think that if you try to, understand that you have it, and you understand that you might have all these problems, but they can all be worked out.
Yeah, and you just gotta have faith in the process, and
definitely, it's all it is time.
Yeah, and reaching out and not trying to be a lone survivor, and
trying to, also the other thing is isolation. I isolated myself a lot, and because of my work and everything, and the best thing is to make sure that you have a routine where you are more social, and that's the thing with me is I have to be more social, and that's been one of the key things that I have improved over.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like doing this video is probably a very hard thing for you to do.
Yeah, definitely. I want to reach out to other people who are in the same situation, or who
feeling the same,
who doesn't have that same level of
motivation,
and or education as well.
Yeah, that's bravo to you, man. That's awesome. Just to finish up on probably a tough point is how debilitating is it to be versing your own head? Like to be versing yourself.
You're the you're your own worst enemy. Actually, you to really put it down to it is that you're the one in the power seat.
Yeah.
And you're the one who guides where to go and how you think and what you do. And probably my advice is probably know that you can do it and you are able to
do it. Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
And gradually over time, you won't be able to. You won't be in the same position as you were.
It's upwards and onwards, really.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for this, mate. There's been really good insights to living with depression. You're certainly not out of it yet, but you've come a long way by the sounds of it. So just takeaway points from today would be talk to somebody, seek professional guidance, like psychology. Don't be afraid to bring it up with your workmates, colleagues. Seeking help through Black Dog Institute is another really good not-for-profit organisation. It's a really serious issue, and thanks for your time today, mate. I really appreciate it.
No.
Thanks for watching, guys.